Just shy of the border to West Virginia, nestled along Cross Creek in Washington County, lies a parcel of land that acts as a link to a civilization that existed over 16,000 years ago. The Meadowcroft Rockshelter, located in Avella, Pennsylvania, is the site of the oldest discovered area of human habitation in North America. So what is it that makes this site so important? Why is this discovery so important? The most popular theory as to how North America became populated was referred to as the Clovis First theory, which revolves around the idea that the Clovis people of New Mexico were the first inhabitants in the region. That is, it was the most popular, until a man named Albert Miller came across a groundhog hole on his property and set into motion the events that would lead to the discovery of millions of artifacts and ecofacts, as well as the literal rewriting of history. Albert Miller, one of the founders of the Meadowcroft Museum, and eventually the Meadowcroft Rockshelter and Historic Village, discovered artifacts on his property one day in 1955. He waited until 1973 before contacting an anthropology professor from the University of Pittsburgh by the name of Dr. James Adavasio. Adavasio quickly verified the authenticity of the artifacts Miller had discovered, and assembled a team of anthropology and geology students to excavate the site. Their excavation took several years and produced a vast array of artifacts, which have helped give insight as to the culture and practices of early North American inhabitants. Through the use of carbon dating, they were able to identify that the area had been inhabited from over 16,000 years ago. This evidence refutes the Clovis First theory, and Dr. Adavasio has devised his own theory as to the initial inhabitation of North America based on his team's findings at the site. His theory revolves around the idea of multiple visits, and it has become the prevailing theory in the field of anthropology. In addition to it being the oldest site, the team was also able to determine that the area had been continually inhabited up until the 1700s, which would also make the site the longest continually used area of habitation as well. The site is still regularly excavated and researched to this day, and remains an international attraction for its historic significance. There are so many reasons why the Meadowcroft Rockshelter is important, and why its discovery is important. From its insight into ancient practices to its textbook-altering discoveries, one would be foolish to not acknowledge the significance of Meadowcroft.